Assalamu alaikum viewers. First of all, I'd like to welcome you to NOA's YouTube channel. I am your host Zareen Nair, and today with us we have NOA star Rehmat Ullah Yaseen. First, please tell me where you belong to.
I belong to village Masood Khan Kalwad, which is located in district Ghotki from Sindh. I did my primary education from district Ghotki, and after that, as my father got posted in Islamabad, I did my few years education in Islamabad, and after that I went to Karachi for my studies and did my matriculation and intermediate from Cadet College Petaro, which is near Hyderabad. And after that I did my graduation in business administration from Zabist Karachi. And since then I have been preparing for CSS. Apart from that, I have been managing my business along with that.
बाकी आपकी family क्या करती है?
Well, my mother is a businesswoman. Apart from that, most of my family is in government jobs, though none of them is a CSP.
What sort of a student were you in your childhood?
Well, I was never a bright student. I almost flunked in each and every class. God knows that how I reached here. For me, thinking about CSS was like being an alien or doing something extraordinary, because I never imagined that I could even sit in this exam if we consider my previous educational background and how my percentages and GPAs were. When I informed my teachers that I got allocated in CSS 2019, for them the biggest shock was that for a student like me getting allocated in such a prestigious organization.
There are so many different fields out there. You could have done anything, including your family business. So why did you end up choosing CSS?
It was the dream of my father for his son to become a CSP officer. And I think that was one of my biggest motivations. As I saw my father talking in 2009, talking to a friend of his, and after that call, his eyes were wet, and asked him that what was the reason of that. And he was like, what better happiness could a son give to his father than being allocated and being in a position above him. His son was posted above him in a higher grade in the very same department. Well, that was one of my biggest motivations, that I joined civil services, and I made it my lifelong goal that I would join the civil services and fulfill and give that happiness to my father. So I think that was one of the biggest reasons that I left each and everything aside and moved towards CSS.
And if CSS didn't work out for you, तो आप फिर क्या करते?
If that had been the case, I think Allah would have planned something better for me. And what I can think of as of now is that I would have gone for my family business then.
और CSS की तैयारी के वक्त आपको मुश्किलात क्या पेश आई?
The biggest hurdle during my preparation was that I lacked guidance, a proper guidance. Though I had few mentors during my first and the second attempt. This was on third attempt, by the way.
Okay.
But I think a proper guidance, and that too in a timely manner, can help a lot. And NOA did that for me.
So what went wrong in the first two attempts that changed this time?
As I've mentioned before, that my graduation is in business management, and to be specific, I did majors in marketing. Most of my education and skills were focused on oral communication, though I was good at it, English, but was never good in my written skills. And I think that was one of the biggest hurdles that I faced in my previous two attempts. Though I scored well, but both the times I flunked in English Pressy and composition, and apart from that, essay too.
How much time did you give to CSS? Would you say that you've been studying for CSS since you started for your first attempt?
I would not say that. I think CSS is all about smart work, though it does require hard work, but apart from that, one also has to work smartly. One cannot say that I close all the doors, and as people say that you have to study 18 hours a day or 20 hours a day, and I don't think so that is humanly possible, at least for me. I studied at most around 5 to 7 or 12 hours at max, but not more than that. I did go about my social life, though I decreased it a bit. I started socializing less, but I would not say that I lock myself behind the doors and completely abandon the world around me.
And what tip would you give to anyone who's starting their preparation for CSS, जो अभी तैयारी करने का सोच रहे हैं?
Well, I would like to say that it is not difficult. CSS is doable. If a student like me can do it, so I think each and everyone over this planet can. What I would like to suggest is that the students should be observant around them and should move their education and the preparation in a proper direction. And I think most of the students fail in CSS is because they lack a proper guidance. And I think they should move in a certain way in order to get allocated or even qualify this exam.
How did you work on improving your written English?
Well, I practiced a lot. I made a goal in my third attempt that I would not leave any part over which I can say, if I had done this, if I could have done this, then things might get better. I did each and everything which was humanly possible for me. I started giving mocks from September onwards at NOA. And apart from that, I wrote essays and different questions, and always was running around my teachers that please check this, and that helped me a lot. That did boost my confidence, and I think it is one of the major reasons that I was able to qualify my exam this year.
Optional subjects क्या थे?
My optional subjects were political science, US history, gender studies, international law, and anthropology.
What was your favorite among these and the most difficult, you would say?
I won't say that any of my subjects were difficult, reason being that I liked each and every one of them. Over the time, I developed a certain liking for every subject. For me, history intrigues me a lot. It seems interesting to me, and in that context, I would like to say that US history was my favorite, and apart from that, the philosophies part in political science, that was my favorite.
Written qualify करने के बाद आपने psychological और interview की तैयारी कैसी की?
As I had a very good experience with NOA during my written preparation, so my choice was yet again NOA. I came to NOA. NOA helped me a lot. They taught me different things as how will I tackle things around me, and what sort of questions might be put in front of me, and what angles would they be touching over the interview, and even in psychological. I think this may seem like a dream or that I might be lying, but many of the questions which were asked from me during my psychological exams that were already told by my teachers that you would be asked these questions, not exactly those questions, but that certain way, that this sort of questions will be asked from you. I don't know how they did it, but somehow NOA did that.
And what was the weirdest question they asked you in the interview?
Well, in my psychological interview, the weirdest questions which was put in front of me was that have I ever traveled by road? And when I said yes, they asked me regarding what scents are along the way to when you move towards Karachi. And when I named few of them, they were like कि क्या आप वहाँ जाते हैं, क्या लोगों की दुआएं कबूल होती हैं? And I was like, what? Does it even have a connection over there? Then I think that was one of the weirdest questions that I faced in psychological exams. And during my final interview, as I had written, one of my hobby was pet keeping. So the interviewer asked me that what pets do I keep and how many pets do I own as of now. And when I said that as of now I do not own any pet, but I had a dog last year which died due to a kidney failure. Then the immediate response by the chairman was that was he a human? So I was like, no, but dogs do have kidneys. So I think that was one of the most weirdest questions that I faced during the interviews.
I would like to know what your overall experience with NOA was like.
NOA, I would like to say it was a very good experience. Islamabad was a city new to me. Though I had a home over here, but even then my family is in Karachi. It was never that I felt that I was away from my family. It always made me feel at home. I even sat here with teachers till 11 p.m. at night, though Academy was due to be closed at 9 p.m.
Yes.
But teachers did help me. I think that was one of the major reasons that NOA has become family over the time.